Mike. 180. 55. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Able to slither by. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. They go play action. Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Hey, let's get in home. Hey, alert 33.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Texans scoop it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Check. Alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
The 33-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
He's checking. Recon, 152 fighter.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 2nd down. Watson with a catch made by Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Tight with 9. Kill. You go tight. You make 31.
On 2nd down now. It's Howell. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Buddy Howell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line. 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 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Bravo! Right there in the middle. 50.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Get ready, get ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mayfield finding Beckham, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set, 180. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Mayfield now. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Johnson. A gain on the play. That's good for a Texans first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Pick it up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Here we go. Check 52. 59.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now Landry. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run again on first down, Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing on second and 14. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. A first carry for Elijah McGuire. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second down and goal. Mayfield completes it to McGuire out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. A third down run with McGuire. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hurry!
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 1-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. From the end zone, Watson. He's got Fuller. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 91 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal.
Check.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To Johnson again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Reset. 19. Check 59. I got you. Pump. Slam. Save.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back now in Houston, it's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a throw left sideline here is complete.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
First down, Browns.
Set, 180. Regular. I'm coming. Check, 50. Hey, team 6. Here I come. 36.
They go play action. Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Texans take over first and 10.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
That's where you belong.
Olivier Vernon brings him down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 14.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. First and 10 at the 14. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
On second and 11 now. Watson. Boy, stays up. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Hopkins. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Brings up second and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Throwing now, Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Good.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Mayfield to throw it, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all
going to come away here with the victory, and it was their defense that really